Hey guys, it's Jason
and Rob.
We just came out of Transformers 5 the last night. And normally, when coming from these things, I'm just kind of sad and a little more dead inside.
Just a little bit. You can feel like a certain rotting inside of you.
But not today.
No, not at all.
Transformers 5 is good. Transformers 5 is not the best movie of the summer, by far. But it is good. I don't know if expectations were just really, really low going in. But it certainly was better than I expected it to be.
Yeah, I really wasn't looking forward to much from this movie. And I was pleasantly surprised by what I saw. I put this movie way up there. And
honestly, there are all these little things that I was ready to be annoyed by. I was ready to be annoyed by the kids, but they got them out of there in a decent amount of time. I thought the little mini bots, the little Dinobots were going to piss me off. Nope, they did not. Even the usage, I think that's the better thing. The characters were much better used in this movie. I have to give them credit for that.
Yeah, and they used them just the right amount. They didn't overuse them like those two.
Yes. Even though we saw, we saw Wheelie. Wheelie was back in this one, which I was glad to see him. I thought he died in part 3, but he didn't. That's good.
There were people in there that died from God knows how long ago, but just let that go.
But the main thing about this movie that they were hyping was this was the one where everything was going to make sense. We're going to find out why they kept coming to Earth. And overall, that part was done well.
Yep. They explained that really early.
I was ready for that to be convoluted and crazy and just be like, at the end, I'll just be, oh, okay, what long ass plan that takes thousands of years to get to fruition are we going to be dealing with today?
They explained that shit in like 3 minutes.
And and I was hearing, like some people like Anthony Hopkins was saying he doesn't know what this movie's about, which I can understand from his part of the movie. But normally they introduce a new character in these movies that I absolutely freaking hate. I didn't hate anybody in this one.
No.
Lennox is back. Lennox was back. We didn't see Tyrese. He didn't get a chance to go, woo! So I guess that's a good thing.
Even there was one character that annoyed me a little bit when he first showed up, and that was Hot Rod.
I was ready to be annoyed by Hot Rod because it was Hot Rod, and okay.
But you know what? It wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad.
He did not annoy me either. I love Bumblebee in this one. Bumblebee was great, but also
Bumblebee was awesome, and this is a good setup for his movie.
And Hound, I love Hound. If John Goodman is doing a voice, that's all you need to know. I wasn't bothered as much by Drift and his. I am Japanese, so I am going to speak like this. Shut the fuck up! You're a Transformer. Why can't you speak English clearly? That part's always bothered me. Now, they kept showing these little interjections of Transformers throughout the years and that they were here. Mm-hmm. I kind of got bothered a little bit because they were always here, but we saw Prime and Ratchet in the first one blast down to Earth, and I was like, that may not have been the first time they were here. And I was willing to, it came to mind, I was like, well, they can go, they can leave, so okay, they can get here, they can get back, okay, fine.
Well, you know that they were here for years because they found Grimlock in the Earth or whatever. So,
and there were certainly some continuity errors in here a little bit.
Yeah, there are continuity errors in every Transformers movie, but that's something you should be used to by now. Just get used to it.
I think they were pretty much like, just bear with us, guys. Okay, yeah. We're going to. There's going to be some problems here, but we're going to try to clean this up. And they did,
there were continuity errors there. One Transformer that was back in there was kind of like, how? But other than that, they're not so glaring as far as why is this happening? There
was a couple that you're gonna. There are some parts you're gonna say that is bullshit. That is bullshit.
Yeah,
I ain't going for that one.
Yeah.
But overall, story flowed well. 2.5 hour long movie too. Didn't feel like 2.5 hours.
No, it didn't. No,
there were some parts that were kind of stretched out a little bit, but I think those parts where it could have gotten boring were really good with Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah,
who I enjoyed.
Anthony Hopkins was good, and
Cogman.
Cogman, yeah, Cogman, his servant transformer or droid.
Those two together
were perfect. Yeah,
he's the comedy relief, and he does it well. Cogman.
There was honestly a lot of comedy relief in this movie,
and it was good though. It wasn't eye-rolling groan. It was good. It was well placed. As much as I wanted to hate Mark Wahlberg, I really liked him in this one.
Yeah, he did well.
We didn't get the old them from Texas. We got a Texas mention once in the movie. Veronica. Okay, I'm gonna call something on here. Did Michael Bay just say, "Find me a British Megan Fox"?
Yes, he
did.
So
I can throw it in her face.
This woman looked like Megan Fox. It made them just a little bit older.
A better actress than British. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, she was a lot better.
I mean, going into this movie with low expectations. I mean,
I think that may be part of it. Also, our expectations were so low that they really couldn't disappoint us.
And here's the other thing that I started realizing on the way back here. If they were playing the long game, I can actually see some forgiveness in Transformers 4.
Yep.
I feel
no.
I can give them a little bit. Give them a little bit.
Nope, I can't.
If this is a long game. Now, I know they were advertising this is the last one. No, it's not. I don't know why they keep saying that. It's not the last one. And I think they can go one more. I think they can go one more and end this franchise. If you can give me another
they are going to go. They're going to go two more.
Well, okay then. They're going to do the Bumblebee movie, and we're going to see another. Okay, if that's the case, I can deal with another one. If it's this good, if it's as good as this one, there are going to be some people that hate this movie. There's going to be some that hate it. I know.
Yeah,
and you're going to come back and you're going to say, "You lied to me." No.
If you're a Transformer purist and you're still looking for the Transformer story, you're not going to get it. That should be in your head by now since the second movie.
I'm a Transformers purist, okay? I get that sometimes you go outside of the continuity or the established history and you make something new. So I was willing to give this franchise a chance. It's let me down. There's been some low points. There have been some low points. But I stuck with you this time. I'm going to give this movie the credit it deserves. It's good. It's not going to be the best movie of the summer. Probably make the most money.
It's going to make money.
But
the last two movies themselves made over $1 billion each. This one is actually good. They're going to make money on it.
I don't want to say, and this might be a weird thing to say, this movie felt better.
Yeah.
You felt the peril of everything. You felt the heroism and just... You felt the comedy. It came off better overall.
There was one part I wasn't too crazy about, and that's how Prime snapped out of his trance or his thing or whatever. I mean, it was basically a Martha moment.
No. It
was a Martha.
No, that is not true. And we're going to do a spoiler review.
Really?
We're going to do a spoiler. No. And we can't spoil that. We're trying to be spoiler free.
That's why I just said a Martha moment. And it's like something that's...
No, I don't think that's
just
fair.
So off the wall that he's like...
Just stop. I thought they gave us some pretty decent. Well, some of the characters I was ready to be annoyed by on the Decepticon side, but then they were only in for the right amount of time. That was the strength of this movie. Nothing felt overdone or underdone. Anytime it starts to feel overdone, they correct it. They change course, and you're okay with it. So, okay, we got to give this thing a rating because we can talk about it without venturing into spoiler territory. So, scale of 5. 5 stars, what are we giving Transformers 5?
Oh my God, I really don't know right now. I mean, off the top of my head, I would say 3.7. 3.6.
I'm just going to go ahead and give it 3.5. I'm going to go ahead and give it 3.5. It was a better outing this time. and they should get a little bit of credit for a better outing and better continuity. Well, not continuity, better story and better usage of characters. It's worth checking out. Some people are going to say, y'all lied to us on this video review, but I enjoyed it. I didn't come out of the movie just tired and just like, ugh. This one, I came out, I'm like, all right. I enjoyed that. And I think you will too.
I posted that the holy shit, the movie was good. And I saw a message from Karen saying, well, I wanted to go see it on Friday. I will gladly go back and see this movie.
I will watch. Yeah, I would watch the movie again just to find some other parts in there that I'm looking for. So yeah, it's worth checking out. Give it your money. At least one viewing.
Yeah, I mean, when I said earlier that I put this movie high, it's like Transformers and then this one.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
That's where I rank this movie in the whole chain of them.
Totally agree. This one's right behind the first one.
So, yeah.
So, that's it, guys. It's worth checking out. Tell us what you think in the comments below. If you've seen the movie, give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down. Tell us why you think it's messed up or good or bad. Comment section is down there. Come at me. All right.
Yep.
We're done here. Thanks, Rob, for coming over, shooting a review. And
no problem.
We'll catch you guys next time.
Bye-bye.